new poetry show called Dig Thy Neighbor. Okay, so let me share something with you. I am a little excited, but this show is going to be different because it's about poetry. And what is poetry? So let me share with you. It's not. We just gonna we gotta we it's, we're gonna talk about stuff, a lot of stuff. So let me share with you. If anyone knows, oh my goodness,
Hey, beloved.
good. We was talking,
I love the beloved.
right?
It's real.
I know.
It's real. It's real.
Yeah, it is, and this is my beloved.
and you
So we're talking. They're gonna set us up and everything, and so I just want to like be able to walk around a little bit. Yeah, you
I don't want to jump the jacks.
you want a cocktail?
I have a cocktail.
All right, good. So let's come over here with me. Let's come over here with. Oh,
come over there with
let's
you.
see how we're gonna do this. Yeah. Well, what do you feel comfortable? You want to
I
sit
feel
there?
comfortable over here with you.
Well, I can look in your eyes. See, why don't you sit there?
Okay.
King, and I'm not trying to be indecisive, but I am.
I'm having a good time.
So let me tell you. Okay.
Already. What's
So
up?
everything is
You
for
look good. You look good.
Thank you. I talked to Madison today too.
Oh my God, she's in town, and so much is going down, and so much is going up at the
Yes.
same time, and some of it I'm going to talk to you about. And,
Yes. Yes.
And you know you're always a part of everything that we
Man,
do. So
I tell you, but I have to be careful because my whole thing with worship now, you know,
Okay.
because we lay heavy things on people when we admire them, and so I'm learning not to do that.
hmm
So
I've done that. I have reevaluated that a while ago. I don't have idols, you know,
Right.
like, you know, I don't idolize anyone.
Mhm.
You know, I could see someone as an inspiration
Yeah.
and whatnot, but it's like, yeah, you know.
yeah, we have to do better. We have to do better with that. We have to do better with, because I used to do the thing for years, and that bought me. It bought me a lot of. If I was a soul collector, that thing that I do, it bought me a lot of souls. But I'm not a soul collector. I don't want your soul. I do not want nobody to pay homage to me. I do not want that. So when I tell you, Robert Pizzabini Jr. must really believe in me, because I wanted to do a second show.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that he believes in me so much that I really should believe in myself, which
That's
I'm
right.
not worshiping our brother, but the brother worked hard.
Well, no, giving praise.
Yes.
Is
Yes, it's different
I
than
believe.
worship.
I
Yeah.
believe that you can definitely do that because people do things that deserve people to acknowledge them.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I think we should acknowledge each other for doing good things
We
more.
should do.
Right? I mean,
Yeah.
you know, and if you want to call it praise, that's fine. If they're doing good things, praise the good things.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
we need to acknowledge. We do need to acknowledge. So do you? Okay. So we're all in our.
It's our first time.
Yeah, and it's so many things I want to say.
Yeah,
So
me
okay,
too.
so this is our first show. This is Dig Thy Neighbor, the Beatnik Experience. So it's being this show is being formulated as we create it.
Okay.
This is the creation right now.
Okay.
So I think that it's appropriate, which we are going to do. I think it's appropriate for us to do a little beatnik.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be really organic.
Okay.
But before I do that, all right. So let me tell you who's in the building. All right. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Thank you, Heavenly Father, Yah, for my beautiful friend Robert, 7, Shannon, the 3rd.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So to me, I want to read what the papers say. Because to me, what should I do? Okay. So as a musician, he was able to book shows in the most competitive and talented city on the planet, Detroit, Michigan. Playing live shows with connections to Parliament, Funkadelics, The Winers, and more. 7 was able to truly express his creativity with his band, United Soul.
United Souls, that's right.
He studied theater before choosing the musical route and of expression, and was taught the performing arts of Marilyn McCormick. 2016 Excellence in Theater Education Tony Award recipient. As an actor, Robert has been cast in feature productions such as Sparkle, Low Winter Sun, Chicago MPD,
Chicago PD,
excuse
yeah.
me, Detroiters, I Am Wrath, and more. I saw pretty much the most of them.
Yeah.
I got to check out the Low Winter Sun.
You're
Just
right.
this year,
Oops, I'm sorry.
that's okay. That's okay. This is real stuff. Just this year, as trying as it was, he played in the 4 feature films releasing, including Empire, where he
Emperor.
portrayed Dangerfield, Newbie, and Judas, the Black Messiah, where he managed to squeeze a shout out from Daniel Kaluuya Oscar acceptance speech. His Hollywood journey continues as the creator of and principal cast member, Ice in Rapid Response. Ladies and gentlemen, our one of Detroit's heroes, Robert Seven, shining the third. Yay!
Well,
Hallelujah!
I haven't taken this out of my forte yet, so
That's okay.
So
That's
I'm just
okay.
saying
But
that.
I know why I was doing it.
I'm not doing anything.
I was trying to get some souls.
I'm not trying to get no souls. I'm just
No.
trying to get some love, praise,
Yeah.
and humble myself.
Yes.
I think that's what this does for me. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
and that's beautiful. So, I'm talking fast, but I want to slow down because I just got off of the jazz gig. So I tell you what this show does, and I'll tell you, and I can be very honest as a poet. This hour can be dangerous for me.
Mm.
So what I have to do is I have to find a way to harness coming off of my the preservation of jazz hour. So I'm wide open with what I need to do, and I have to say why I took this show is because Seven, I with you and I, we just want to talk about we experienced some things together from point A to now.
That's right.
And
That's right.
and I feel that things
It's called
that,
Dig Thy Neighbor.
yeah,
right?
yeah. I'm telling you.
And we're definitely neighbors, and
Yes.
we're definitely family, and
Yeah.
you know, and I dig you, and you know, if you dig, you know, we did. I believe we dig each other and respect each other, and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, I'm here for the talk.
Yeah, and you know what too? You, my beautiful beloved,
Yes, beloved.
you made me respect you.
Mm.
My brothers like a lot of my brothers, even Sky Fox. I have a plethora of brothers that because that made me respect them, and I loved you.
Yeah.
And we were like kids in a big playground.
Yeah.
And we were just all rolling about.
Yeah.
But then there's a spiritual side to like, okay, so you like how God said, you gotta decide who.
Yeah.
I didn't bring them. You gotta pick.
Yeah.
Because you picking is gonna show me where I need to take you next.
Yeah.
And y'all chose us for each other.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna remove myself from this blanket, and I want you to tell us how are you? Like, how are you today?
Well, I'll share this with you. I have recently changed my perspective a little bit. You know, I mean, things change, and I would like to stay on top of things, as the saying goes and whatnot. So in the old world, if you said, "How am I? How are you doing?" or whatever, "What's going on, brother?" I would probably say, "I'm all good, right? Everything's all fine. Everything's great," and I'm living my best life, as the saying goes. It's true for me. I really am living my best life right now. But I've changed that cliche, and now in this new world is I'm taking the good with the bad,
Ooh,
I'm taking the good with the bad. That's it. That's how is it. That's how it is. That's how it's going to be. And you know, I only have so much control. So I'm gonna figure out how to enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
And get mine in all the way.
Oh yeah.
But I'm taking the good with the bad, as opposed to being like everything's great, everything's fine.
Yeah.
Everything
can't be that.
Yeah, it can't be, because it's not true, for one.
Yeah.
You know, and it may not even be as beautiful as it should be in the long run. I mean, you know, it's even the ugly parts, because I'm a filmmaker and an artist and whatnot, and I believe in the integrity of aesthetics coming from a spiritual place and a moving place. Mm-hmm. So it's like, without some of the ugly parts, right?
Yeah.
You don't have the whole picture, and it's not really that dope. So I'm like, I'm gonna just take the good with the bad.
Yeah, I love that. And then too, because I'm learning too to talk to the people. So sometimes.
Okay, so talk to the people.
Yeah. So yeah, me and you, we're rapping, but I will be okay if we do that, because mine is there and yours is there. Okay. And what we're doing, what you just said, is everything. Because guess what? I've been feeling lost. I've been feeling lost in the society. I've been feeling very, very. I thought I wanted to be one thing.
Yeah.
And then when I opened my eyes and then when I started loving and I started seeing like you and like seeing like who we really are, our brothers, our sisters, our mothers, who we really are, and then I'm a Bible girl now, because I didn't know that I honestly didn't know that the Bible was for black people. I thought that the Bible was this concoction that they concocted, and then that's really, the Bible kind of made me want to get back into writing and being honest. And as you being a producer and as you going through this, because it's a spiritual thing happening.
It's always a spiritual thing.
Where are you pulling all of that from? What's your spiritual with this? Where are you grabbing it from?
It's always a spiritual thing with me.
And it always has, yeah.
At least for a long time, I've rooted myself in that. That is why I'm 7. Like a lot of people. No, I mean, for real.
I don't mean to clap. I'm sorry.
You did something, though. And I don't know if you meant to do it or not.
Because I felt it.
Well, the thing is, that's cool. Because if we were playing chess or whatnot, you really did something. You set it up. It's like, well, I guess, boom, you hit that without asking that, And a lot of people ask that. They say, why are you 7? Why is your name 7? Why you call yourself 7? And it's spiritually rooted. I'll tell you the reason right now, as fast as possible, is I was in a moment of evolution.
You don't have to go fast, baby.
I know, I feel you. I feel you.
Okay,
I feel you. I can dig that. Just so we can get as much done as possible. Okay. But I was in a moment of evolution. I was young. I was going through some things, but I was, I was always artistic, and I was motivated to create and express myself. And I was finding one as an actor, because I studied theater first.
Okay.
I was finding these boundaries, because I'll take on a role, and if I'm Leroy or if I'm Joe or whatnot, then just like you, just like me, there's certain things I don't do. Certain things I did, now I don't do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's the beautiful part of being an actor, and that's the part that I love about being an artist and taking on form, because I have to stick to it and keep it real. And a lot of people can't do that, and it's a crazy you have to be in order to make that crazy work.
Right.
But so I got to a point where I was like, yo, these boundaries, I want to tell a different story. I want to do something else. But I had to get cast, and then that character had certain places. So that's when I wanted to be a musician. That's when I started to write, and I started to sing, and I started to, rap and do all this other stuff, where I could express myself fully, with a vibe as well as words, and So in that moment, I was going through things, and I was also like you, now or then. We all go through things, and I'm actually needing to revisit really hard.
Yeah.
But I said, you know what? Like a partner of mine, Calvin Brooks, rest in peace.
Is that the guitarist?
No, yes, that's his dad. I mean, yeah, that's his dad. His dad. His dad. I'm talking about his son. His son and I were best friends.
Okay, so let me get this straight.
No, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Pardon me.
Yeah.
So, Calvin Brooks, the guitarist, is not passed away. It's his son?
Actually, I think he passed away too.
Oh my goodness! You are right. Okay, I'm listening. Okay, you got us.
I pray that's incorrect information.
I don't think it is, because
I'm on the spot right now, and I don't want to say anything ill or anything wrong.
So I do know his son passed away, and I remember that. And I do remember getting the word. I did have the opportunity to perform at
with the great
Fishbone with Calvin Brooks for the first time. So
he's always been a Detroit.
So you got to
just a legend. Period.
Okay. So was his son? What was this?
So his son was a remarkable individual, and he was my best friend. And he wasn't a musician. He was just this.
Hug you, though?
Definitely, baby. No, this man was my best friend. And
was he from Detroit?
He was. Yes, he was from Detroit.
I'm gonna be quiet, audience, because I don't want to.
But Calvin and I went through some really interesting moments in life, and if anybody knows Calvin and I, or just Calvin or myself, they'll know. But especially when they knew Calvin and I, because that was a whole different. It's kind of like Voltron all together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's just too much. Y'all need to separate. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to separate for real. So, but before not before I met Calvin, but anyway, like Calvin, I had this moment where I said, you know what? The Bible, I never really read it, and what if it is God's word? Like, what if?
Right.
Like, what if there's a book somewhere, and and there's this word, and God spoke through people. What if it adds up? What am I missing out on? It's kind of what I was wondering, right? So I decided. I said I'm gonna start reading the Bible. This is back in I feel like a long time ago. We're still young. We're only 25. I'm just joking. No. So anyway, don't say nothing. I'm just joking. Look, I'm an actor.
Are you not 25?
I'm 25. That's right. That's all I am.
I'm like, you don't. Hey,
but
you
I can
haven't
play
aged,
40.
though.
You feel me? Understand? No. So anyway.
I love you.
I love you too. So so at that moment, I told myself, I said, self, if you're gonna start reading the Book of Life now. You need to start in the end just in case. Listen, I'm just saying.
You went back. I
started in Revelation.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, can I?
Not saying like I never read. I did go back. I read.
I'm not trying to infiltrate.
But that's. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm excited. Okay, but I'm trying to hold, because I can be. I didn't picked up my husband's habits of interrupting. I have definitely picked up, but I'm not putting him down.
Yeah.
But you 7. Of course, and the Bible. You know how the Muslims. Okay, you know how the Muslims read their Bible from left to right. Actually, they got that from us, but that's what I'm saying. So it's not. So, it's not a thing.
You know what Calvin and I came up with?
Okay.
Wait, I'm gonna tell you. No. Yeah, no. I feel you where you're coming from.
Your instinct.
Yeah.
Your instinct was to read the Bible from back to front, but that's
that was deep. I just got what you said.
The Bible should have been read that way anyway.
I just got what you just said.
That's how you.
And that was my instinct. You're right. I finally now I feel like I'm like that was brilliant.
I don't mean, but I'm sorry because I.
Thank you for making me feel like that was
hold on
brilliant. I didn't know that.
No, that was.
I didn't know how brilliant that might have been at the moment.
So brilliant.
Because no, so. I remember reading Revelations, and that was the first chapter that I really got involved in, other than like, hey, everybody read it, in church and whatnot, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just like, let me read this and see what's going on, trying to be a out here like trying to find my way, right? You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's out here and they all lost, but they all claim they know what's going on. So let me try to figure it out. And I started in Revelations, and bam, instantly, I was like, 7 is all over this.
Yeah, all over. I just want to give a station ID. You're watching Dig Thy Neighbor, the poetry experience, the Beatnik poetry experience. But when you say the Beatnik poetry experience, what are we talking about? You know, there's a rareness and there's a melody that we're speaking from. And if you understand the Beatnik experience, what the Beatnik experience was something that they got from the Renaissance experience. There was a melody, and they tried to capture that melody, but the melody is in the words that we speak. So again, ladies and gentlemen, this is my new show. I'm so grateful to have one of my dear friends on my first show, and this show is a little different from the Preservation of Jazz Hour. This show, we tap into what can create the poet, what makes the poet, and what the poet is, and what the poet is bringing, so you can be well informed. And it doesn't always have to be just literal. It can be like so mysterious. And so we're here with my beautiful friend Robert Seven Shannon the third, and he's talking about spiritualness right now.
And just as you said, because just to pick up on that, as an artist, and I was becoming a musician at this moment, sort of. I was in my transition.
Yeah.
I was looking for a symbol, a name, a title, right?
Yeah.
Because everybody I listened to, nobody was like the name their mother gave them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Artists and MCs and whatnot, and Aerosmith or whatever, I'm just saying, like Run DMC, or it's like, yo, who am I going to be? And when I was reading Revelations, it hit me right then. I was like, yo, I'm going to be 7. I'm going to be 7 because 7 is a significant number that people need to know.
Yeah.
If I have an opportunity to remind people that it all comes down to 7, then that's what I'll do.
Yeah, I really love that. I'm so in love with you right now with that, because that 7 changed my life.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you just inspire me. Because the 7 is
it's the number of completion.
It's the number.
Among other things, you may have said something.
Right.
You about to say something else.
That's just where it is. And then I started doing my Sabbath.
And I'm not complete by any means.
Well,
but I strive to be, and that is what I stand for. I just had to say that because because for me to say 7 is the number of completion, somebody who doesn't add everything up be like, oh, you think you're complete? No, 7 is the number of completion, and I am not that. But I strive to be that, and I want to push that because people need to know 7 is it ain't just me.
Right. That's the thing too. Okay, so for me, I struggle with this thing. I'm so quiet. Social media. I have all. If anybody know me, I was the provocateur. Yeah. I can swipe up every opportunity. I can make every opportunity work. But when you find out that every opportunity that work, it's like you are the king of our life. You are the man that will make or break our society. Everyone is responsible for that.
Yeah. I agree with that,
so,
and I own that though, my queen. I'm just saying.
You always have.
I'm just saying,
it.
like I own that.
Yeah.
I get it a lot, but
and so when we say 7, I didn't know what part I played in that, because when I started reading, and I was doing a new poetry, I was doing this, I had all the girls, I had all of these things, I had all of these things that I could taste and everything. And I had all of this stuff, and then people were like, oh, it was like people didn't really like, well, even, and I'm not saying us, I don't want to say us, but we come from the same era, of not error, era, the time where we didn't have social media, we didn't have none of that. You know what we were doing? We were just existing through Detroit.
Yeah, if you didn't catch us at the mall, the roller rink, or in the hallway.
Yeah, it was something. It was a flavor that we have fed. We made Detroit. I believe, and I'll say it, and I've been waiting to say it, that me and my people, we were an era.
Yeah.
And I get to talk about that.
Yeah.
I get to talk about an era that we control.
Yeah.
That I control, that you control, that we ran a thing. Now, did the conservative people, did the suburbanites, did they know about us? No. This is the thing. Let me tell you. Let me be real poetic with this. Mm-hmm. They didn't have to know anything about what was going on, but what they had to understand was it was a flavor that was spiraling about.
Yeah.
You're that flavor. So tell me the time when, tell me the time when you was doing, and United Souls and all of this, and you was doing all of these things, and you was doing this stuff and all of that, and you was doing that, and I can remember, and tell me what you knew you were giving people, or did you not know you were giving people? Like, did you know that you was manifesting?
I appreciate you.
But people, we don't talk about that.
I'm saying because you're an artist. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, and I respect you fully as an artist.
Right. Do you remember the time, though?
No, I do remember the time. I remember the time.
Nobody talks about it.
No, well, it was experiences.
Yeah.
Among experiences. And I was going through experiences, and I was giving experiences.
Yes, you were.
I don't know who was experiencing what and what they came out.
What was you?
And how they came out after the experience.
What was you experiencing, though? Tell us. Can you share with us? So, what was that? Well, how would you describe that experience?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Please.
All right. I'll try to finish on a light note either way.
You don't have to.
No, I'm just saying.
I don't want you to. I want to be challenged. I want to be smacked in the face.
But
I do. I don't want to. Yeah.
So seven came out and put together United Souls, and I had the baddest musicians, and and, I'm just like you. What I'm saying? And some of the same family. Actually, I'm going back to see Gabe and Phil in a minute. And they said, "What?"
I want to go. Yeah.
Okay, we'll go together. In a minute.
Because Madison, I made food for you guys too.
Oh my God, I can't wait. No, so when I did that, I always wanted to. I came from, I believe, because everybody came from somewhere. I'm just saying, I'm not just I just made it all up or anything, but I came from Bob Marley.
Came from,
Bob Marley.
When you came from,
I'm a seed.
For the people that don't even know what that is.
I'm a seed from the roots of reggae type shit.
Right, so your whole energy was
from roots rock reggae. I'm a seed from roots rock reggae.
Can you show us, what do you mean? Can you play something, do something for us, or?
I like how you're doing that. No. But maybe, well, no. But no. I'm just saying.
I'm learning
because the reason probably why I'm not gonna do that is because I'm so free with it and I jam a lot and I don't have anything. If I had something.
Can we play something?
Not right this moment. Just
okay,
because we didn't set that up.
I'm just gonna listen.
And that would make a better. And you know what? Take a note. This would make a.
I might know.
No, for the next show. Whether it's me or somebody else.
Well, no, you got to come back. You got to come back.
I will, and I'll have some stuff, but I don't want to sit here. You know how I could be like,
the
Wi-Fi.
You should just be my co-host. We should do this together, but I don't know how long you gonna be.
We'll see what's up.
Okay.
It's just a day, so it's possible. So.
Okay.
I got United Souls together.
All right. So what did that consist of? United Souls. How many artists?
It was, oh my God. I consider myself without sounding crazy.
No, it's okay. How many? Who was a part of United Souls?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna try and tell you.
Okay.
All of that as well, except it's an eclectic group, and it can be in abundance when it comes down to.
Oh, did it change?
It switches. That's what I was gonna.
Like,
I was gonna compare us to like P-Funk,
like,
but we're not
like
P-Funk.
Club,
you feel
like
me?
Club Crescendo
I'm
is like
saying,
whoever will do the gig.
Not whoever. Only
only the
badasses.
I didn't mean to say whoever.
Only the badasses.
Right? Yeah,
if you badass and you can roll, and you can hang, you can get down. Yes,
so, for example, who would be in?
I'm gonna tell you the people. I'm not gonna not tell my people. You know,
okay.
and while I'm thinking about them, you know, I'm also like, do not forget somebody now. Once you start speaking people's names,
name somebody,
people
though?
be like, oh, well, so-and-so. Yeah, I'm going to name my people. United Souls consists of, it's an eclectic group.
It's an eclectic group, okay.
So you had the Kelvinator.
The Kelvinator?
The Kelvinator. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Kelvinator.
Okay, I got that
Kelvinator.
one. Yeah.
That was the general, you know. Even though he had the name Kelvinator.
Yeah.
Which means he's cold and shit and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We changed his name to the General. I changed his name. He's the General because he was my right hand man. You know how it is.
Yeah.
With a band, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's my right hand man.
Yeah,
he gonna get people there, throw in on the stuff. You know, like he's the reason why I might do something. If he put it together, I gotta do it.
So he played. What did he play?
He's the guitar. He's lead. Here's my guitar. Kelvinator was guitar. And that, which is another good thing, because as long as Kelvinator, and because I was Bob Marley, not Bob Marley, but I was like the front man, you know, and then the band, you know, the Wailers and shit that made Bob Marley and shit, you know, I'm just saying, you know, people may not realize.
You special though.
I'm just saying, people may not realize, like, yo, Bob was gonna be Bob, but yo, you know, the Wailers made Bob. So I got my people, and Kelvinator can go speak that music with him. Me, I roll off the vibe.
So Kelvinator was like how Ibrahim is with me. Ibrahim makes me look.
He gonna get there, set it up. If he got to, if we need something on gas or whatever, you know, he'll help kick in.
I did have a gift for you.
Oh, thank you, darling.
But it busted. But
you know, and we'll play with. Thank you, darling. Mm-hmm. Thank you, beloved.
And so that was Kelvinator was the music director.
Yes, he was the music director.
He was the music director.
Yes. And then we had DeMarcus Sumter.
Okay.
Yeah, Curtis Sumter's son. He played. He's drums, of course.
Is that the photographer, Dory Sumter's son?
That's Curtis Sumter's son.
Right, but that's the man. Is the woman?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I think
she's a photographer.
I think so. Listen.
Oh, that would be so interesting.
I think so.
I think the
I'm like, you know, Curtis, wasn't he just here the other day? He was right outside. DeMarcus was here too.
You bringing all of it together, because you know Dory Sumter is a nurse, and she does a lot of photography.
I'm gonna have to holler at her for Rap Hair Response.
Corey is a bald head black man, right?
Corey.
The father.
Curtis.
Excuse me.
Yes. Yes.
He's a bald-headed black man.
As long as you say Curtis, I'm like,
sorry.
yeah.
Excuse me.
No, that's fine. Yes.
But,
there's a test you're testing.
Okay, so I'm putting it all together because Dory, she is a photographer.
Yeah.
She's a great photographer, and so her son is
DeMarcus Sumter.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and good. DeMarcus is also one of the baddest drummers, you know. And he had the nickname the Professor. You know, I call I call him the Professor. That's who he was.
So what did he play?
He was the drums.
So Sumter was the drums.
Yes.
Okay.
And we also had Gabe Gonzalez, of course.
Of course.
You know, I mean, of course. But just because we had badass people, we had Gabe.
So you had two drummers?
No. But like I said,
okay.
Like I said, look, if I gotta start naming people, you know, Gabe's one of them that'd be like,
okay, I'm gonna be quiet.
Why you ain't say me?
I'm like one of them women that butt in, because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be quiet.
I'm just saying.
Okay, look, and so let's do this, because you know what? Let me tell you this,
Matt Potter.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just saying, Matt Potter, Jacob was, man. Man, so many. Bo, Sean, Dr. Tingle Fingers.
What Dr. Tingle Fingers. What did he play? Keys.
Actually, he played the congos, the drums, percussion. He was percussion.
Really?
He was percussion.
Okay, so can we listen to anything?
Yeah, but can we set that up next time? Because I'd rather make sure we talk about some other stuff too, instead of ruffle through stuff.
No, let me tell you this.
I'll maybe look it up while.
All you gotta do. Okay, I'm gonna follow your lead, King. Cause guess what?
No, Queen. I'm
no, you know what I
your
learned?
scene, Queen.
No, you know what I learned? Keep talking, brother. Cause you know what? I'm inspired, and sometimes I get ahead of myself.
No,
I need to be. Look,
it's fine. I'm just thinking.
Okay, so finish telling me.
I just think that it would be best for us to do that soon, but not now.
Okay,
because it would take, would take a moment, and we're on like TV in a way, and it's like
this is TV.
1 second
and
of
let me tell you this,
silence.
This
or
is
thinking.
You are watching Dig Thy Neighbor. My first show is 7. Oh my goodness. So let's. Okay, I'm listening.
Well, first of all, I've got so many great band members, and I love them all, and whenever I get a chance to give it up to the bass, the drums, the guitar, and whatnot,
I know.
They already know.
They tell me, yeah.
I've learned that, actually. That was something I learned. As a lead singer, as the front man and whatnot. I think that's why Eminem made the song. I forgot, but it was perfect for it, because it's like, my band or something. I think the name was My Band.
Right.
Cause it's like, cause he sang on the song. The band was mad because they're like, why everybody think you did this? You did everything. Right. I know I didn't do it all. So why don't you tell them that?
What made you make the transition from United Souls to acting and other aspects of your career?
Well, excellent question. So I studied theater in high school, and it was always, it was a long time bug that I caught, and lover of mine. So that was on the sideline, still simmering.
Okay.
Now Hollywood came around one day.
How did that come around?
Hollywood came around to Detroit. Hollywood came around to Michigan. Mm-hmm. Whatever happened, and they were shooting Real Steel. They were shooting Sparkle.
What is Real Steel?
It's a movie with Hugh Jackman.
Okay.
It's a good movie. And a number of films. Have a Little Faith. I said Sparkle.
And they were doing this in Detroit?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to tell you, to be honest, I had done the theater, and when I did the theater, I did it fully. So I knew who I was, and I knew what I did. Yeah. But I also knew that Hollywood didn't know what I did or who I was. But they showed up in my neighborhood one day.
And what happened? What happened?
Well, I felt like the mob.
Okay.
I felt like they're not going to come around here, throw a bunch of salami around, and not invite me to the motherfucking party.
Ooh, hallelujah. Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay, so how did that work?
Because that's exactly what they were doing. Like, I walked outside my door one day. Yeah. There's this big line of cable, and I'm just like, what? And they just own the joint. And I'm just like, well, that's fucking awesome.
And did they show
I got to be involved with that shit.
Did they show you any respect? Did they, send you a memo?
Well, they didn't show me any disrespect
at
this case.
But did they, they just was there?
No, Hollywood is Hollywood. You have to go in certain doors. I was, hallelujah, alhamdulillah, I give all glory and praise to the Most High. I was able to get invited, as well as kick down some and whatnot, and got through whatever doors I needed to get through. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, it's not like you see the movie being made and you say, hey, you know what, I want to be in that movie. Like, they didn't make this movie 3 years ago. They're just shooting it now. People don't understand.
Right.
That's how it goes. Like the show that, like, what I'm gonna tell you about in a moment. Like, right. It's all thought up. It's all figured out.
Right.
We come there and we do what we plan.
Okay.
So you got to go in that way, and.
Okay. So my question is, when they first came, did they come on your street? And then they knocked on your door. How did it happen?
I literally open my door. I'm living on 2nd and Prentice.
Okay,
downtown.
2nd and Prentice, right down, right.
I'm just gonna tell you the exact.
Right, where we,
because I'm living on 2nd and Prentice.
2nd and Prentice.
And
you wake up and you know.
I wake up in my
Well, you
apartment.
were already famous, like in the community.
In the community, I was.
Yeah, you were already. Yeah, you were already somebody.
But people didn't know I was an actor.
Right, that's the thing.
At that moment.
Yeah.
Like they didn't know that.
But
that's
we already
what I
knew.
did,
That's why I was like, because when you started doing movies, I was impressed because I'm like, he was already that thing, and then the fact that when the opportunity came, you snatched it. So how did that happen? That's why I was right there.
Well, I walked outside my door. It was literally like I opened the door one day, and there was this big line of cable. I mean, the type of cable that Hollywood produces. Like, you don't have this, you'd be like,
right outside
your
door.
What does that cable do? You know what I'm saying? You'd be like,
they like right outside your door. They didn't even ask you permission, or would
no, it's in the hallway.
Okay.
Means they asked the permission of the people that own the joint, right. And they was like, hell yeah, you feel me? I'm just saying,
2 minutes.
Okay. 2 minutes for everything.
Yeah. Well. Okay, look, you all know we having a good time. So what's going to happen? They're going to turn on that little light on, but you family.
Can't get 5 minutes.
Yeah, you can get 5 minutes. So but I just want to let you know that's what's going to happen because that little light.
I may only need 2, but I want 5.
No, but we're here because we're family.
No.
Okay,
but
right.
I want to tell you about what we have going on, and I don't want anybody to miss out on what's going on because Madison and I and Dwight Patillo have set up something beautiful for Detroit.
Okay.
And if anything, I'm here to talk about that, and I wake up for that.
Let's talk about. So we already know how it happened.
I'm in there.
Listen,
it don't even matter how it happened. It don't even matter how it happened.
This is the big reveal. So let me share. That's why I've been fanning him off because I want him to be ready
a very
for
big
the
reveal.
big reveal. And I tell you, and why I was 7 minutes late is because I was smothering turkey wings, baked macaroni and cheese, sauteed collard greens for my people because they are here in the house.
I'm driving, so you don't get away from me.
Well, this is what's gonna happen. You gotta talk. Okay, so you got 5 minutes to talk.
All right,
guess what I gotta do? I gotta go to the restroom. So
I'm gonna just talk to the people.
You're gonna entertain them, and I trust that you're gonna do good. Okay.
I'll see you in a minute, my baby.
I gotta go so bad.
It's all good.
Talk to him, baby.
So, Detroit and everyone who is captivated right now. First of all, I want to give my partner, my producing partner, Madison Lee, all the props and, holding it down. And she's bringing a great picture for everyone to witness called Erased about Charlie Wiggins. Just Google Charlie Wiggins because, they didn't tell you enough about him, but thanks to Madison and her team, they're going to bring that to light. Now, Madison is also a partner with me and Dwight Patillo, rest in peace. Dwight is still being represented through us and our work. It's called Rap Head Response. It's called Rap Head Response.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to say it one more time. It's called Rap Head Response. Okay. All right. So, all we're doing is, I'm going to keep this short and sweet, and I'm going to tell you guys where to meet up and how to support. All we're doing is we're answering the call that was made a long time ago.
Yes.
Okay. I'm talking, no need to put a number on or a time on when the underserved community needed help and they stayed underserved, right?
So what's the website that we can go to? Is there
rapheadresponse.com?
Raphead, yes. So let's do that.
We have a kickoff that is going to be happening
at the TV
Friday.
Lounge.
Yep. It's going to be Friday,
July
23rd.
July 23rd
at the TV Lounge. Okay? It's $25, $50 VIP. We are raising funds for our pilot, and it's a great way to get involved. You do not want to stay away from it. You want to get involved so that when it happens, you realize that you did your part.
Okay, so look, you know what we doing. So we have to do the Beatnik experience.
Wait.
What? No,
I can't tell them who's going to be there.
Well, no, because guess what? We have to do this. Who's going to be there?
Jessica Caramore.
Emily
Rogers.
Yes, and we're talking about poetry, so.
Mike Clark, Agent X.
Jessica
Gabe
Caramore.
Gonzalez.
Yes. Sky Covington. And who else?
Clifton Perry.
Yes.
It's going to be, man, look, even more.
Yes.
Oh, Spanky Hayes is going to do comedy.
Right.
All right. So I'm done. All right. I'm done. I'm sorry.
So, no, you're perfect. So, this is our Beatnik experience. This is our first show. This is a major thing. So, I see the stars shining. They're so bright. What do you see, my friend? When you see, my friend, when
I can't even see because it's so bright.
When it's bright, and the Beatnik experience is so tight, when it moves and it grooves and it dances under your shoes, and you fight like hell to be better than you are. Oh, well, how do you feel, my friend?
I feel swell, my friend.
Snapping, dapping, do. Who are you in time of you? Who do you be in time to be free under the galaxy? Is it the dome or the globe? Is it strong or is it unrobed? Is it naked? Is it beatnik or is it soul?
Baby.
The story's untold. Let me tell you, this is our first show of the Dig Thy Neighbor experience, poetry experience. Let me tell you this, it's such an honor to be able to tell the truth. So, if you want to join the show and tell the truth, I despise liars. And the reason that I decided that I wanted to do this show is because, let me tell you this. If you lie, you will kill. Yeah. If you lie, you will steal. So let's be honest and unveil this powerful awakening. Good night!
Good night from Roston!